Good evening, you're watching Mission 2024. We're going to put the spotlight on all the developments that are coming in from the state of Maharashtra and a newly minted alliance. All of that coming up. Let me take you through the headlines first. Ahead of 2024 battle, mega BJP rejig across multiple states. G. Kishan Reddy takes charge of Telangana. Bandi Sanjay ousted. Ex-Congress stalwart Sunil Jhakar to head Punjab BJP unit. Finance portfolio becomes sticking point for Mahayuti. Pawar's NCP faction demands lucrative finance and planning. Shinde camp objects. BJP heavyweight B.S. Yadurappa drops a bombshell, says BJP and H.D. Kumaraswamy's JDS will come together to fight the Congress.
Whatever Kumaraswamy is telling is the truth, and I am going to support Kumaraswamy's statement. And we are Kumaraswamy and we together will fight in future.
Uttarakhand Chief Minister Dhami meets Prime Minister Modi, says UCC will be implemented soon, but no decision will be made in haste. Prime Minister Modi hosts the virtual SCO summit with Putin, Xi and Pakistan Prime Minister Sharif all in one frame. Talks tough on terror and hits out at countries sponsoring cross-border terrorism.
कुछ देश क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेररिज्म को अपनी नीतियों के इंस्ट्रूमेंट के रूप में इस्तेमाल करते हैं, आतंकवादियों को पनाह देते हैं। एससीओ को ऐसे देशों की आलोचना में कोई संकोच नहीं करना चाहिए।
Khalistani attack on Indian consulate in San Francisco set it on fire. Second cowardly attack on Indian consulate in the last 4 months. US strongly condemns. All right, the latest news break just coming in, and that was expected because now there seems to be a tussle for what cabinet berth for whom, with the newly inducted 8 cabinet ministers plus Deputy CM as Ajit Pawar. Berth pangs for Mahayuti. Shinde versus Ajit Pawar over finance berth. Sources suggest Pawar faction insisting on getting the finance portfolio. Sources also tell us that Eknath Shinde, the Chief Minister, has opposed the finance cabinet berth for the NCP. Understandable itself where Eknath Shinde of the Shiv Sena is concerned. He has a lot of leaders who had come with him to the new fold, breaking up the original Shiv Sena on the promise of being accommodated and given plum postings when it came down to the Maharashtra cabinet. They're still waiting to be appointed, and 8 other ministers have been appointed from the NCP with a new alliance. Understandably, Eknath Shinde right now under immense pressure, and the bone of contention in the newly minted cabinet would be who gets the finance portfolio. You have Mr. Ajit Pawar, who has dug in his heels, saying that the finance portfolio needs to come to no one else but the NCP leaders. Where does the finance portfolio lie right now? Interestingly, it's with Mr. Fadnavis. Will that also be a spoke in the wheel? Understandably, of course it will. Because now you have the NCP, Ajit Pawar faction, who wants the finance ministry, where Maharashtra cabinet is concerned. You have Eknath Shinde, who wants it for Shiv Sena. Who already has it? Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, Deputy Chief Minister from the BJP, holds the finance portfolio. Very interesting developments if you put them all together coming in. Well, that's the latest news break that we're getting in. We're going to cut across to Sahil for more on this. But let's quickly shift to the other news break, and that has Mr. Sharad Pawar speaking exclusively to India Today. News coming in. Sharad Pawar Sr. lashing out at nephew Ajit Pawar. He spoke exclusively with India Today, suggesting that very clear, saying that the new party that his rebel nephew is forming is not the NCP, it's the new party. He is the real Saheb of the NCP. He's also sent out a very clear warning, saying do not use my picture or my name for your party. If you see that picture on your television screen, viewers, you have Ajit Pawar standing in front of a picture of Mr. Sharad Pawar. Very clear, Sharad Pawar saying, do not use my legacy, it's not yours. And the party, NCP, lies with him, and what his nephew is doing is forming a new party. Meanwhile, on the other hand, very clear, you have Ajit Pawar, nephew of Sharad Pawar, defiant, seen in front of a picture of Mr. Sharad Pawar signing documents, all of that. A huge tussle, but the real question is who has the numbers. All of that will be settled tomorrow on the 5th of July, where both factions, be it the NCP Sharad Pawar faction or the NCP Ajit Pawar faction, both of them have called for meetings. This is Sharad Pawar. He spoke exclusively to India Today a short while ago. Very clear, very angry. If that press conference of Sharad Pawar earlier, after the split of his party NCP, seemed where he was smiling, not very harsh on Ajit Pawar. Strong words for Praful Patel, but not for Ajit Pawar, at least where the press conference was concerned. On the telephonic conversation that he had on record with India Today's Mumbai Bureau Chief Sahil Joshi, he made it very clear, tearing into his nephew, saying his nephew is forming a new party, it's not the NCP, and warning him to not use his legacy, not his face, nor his name, when it comes down to pushing for a new political outfit, which Ajit Pawar claims is the real NCP, because Ajit Pawar claims he has the numbers. Meanwhile, dramatic developments taking place days after Ajit Pawar took oath as the new Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, inaugurated a new NCP office in Mumbai. While Ajit claims he had the required numbers to avoid the anti-defection law, Pawar faction has rejected his claim. This is how the day panned out.
The stage is set for a show of strength by Sharad Pawar and Ajit Pawar. The two factions of the NCP have called separate meetings of MLAs in Mumbai on Wednesday. The Ajit Pawar faction claims the support of over 40 MLAs, which is more than the 36 needed to escape the anti-defection law. But the Sharad Pawar camp rejects the claim.
40च्या वर चांगला नंबर आहे. मी बोलते, मैं एक काम करेल, आज गेल्यावर व्यवस्थित बोलतो.
जो एक साल से महाराष्ट्र में चल रहा है, तो जिन लोगों ने मतदान किया है उनको भी ये चीज अच्छी नहीं लगी, और जब ये चीज अच्छी नहीं लगती तब वो कहते हैं कि उनका जो मतदान है वो शायद वेस्ट हो गया. और इस सिचुएशन में लड़ना भी इसी भूमि ने, इसी विचार ने हमको सिखाया है. तो कितना भी मतदारों को लगा, मैं उनको उतना ही कहूंगा कि लड़ना तो हमको है.
Even as the number crunching is still on, Ajit Pawar has got down to business, inaugurating a new NCP office near the Mantralaya, the administrative headquarters of the Maharashtra government. The inauguration, however, did not go as smoothly as imagined. The NCP workers had to break the lock and enter the office, as the PWD did not give the keys on time. Shortly after the inauguration of the new NCP office, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis held a meeting with Ajit Pawar and other newly inducted NCP ministers. Sources say the leaders discussed portfolio allocation. According to sources, the Ajit camp is likely to get the finance, planning and cooperative ministries. They have reportedly also asked for power, irrigation or higher and technical education departments.
कोई चिंता की बात नहीं है, और पोर्टफोलियो अलॉट नहीं हुआ करके कोई काम रुकेगा नहीं. कुछ पोर्टफोलियो मुख्यमंत्री जी के पास है, कुछ बाकी मंत्रियों के पास है, कोई डीसीएम साहब के पास है. पोर्टफोलियो चर्चा के बाद, संवाद के बाद वितरित होंगे.
अजीत पवार फाइनेंस और प्लानिंग मांग रहे हैं, लेकिन शिंदे खेमे से जो मंत्री है वो उसका विरोध कर रहे हैं, ऐसी खबरें आ रही है.
इस पार्टी में कोई कुछ मांगता नहीं. अब आग लगाने वालों से आग बुझाने वालों की संख्या सरकार में बहुत बड़ी है.
Portfolio allocation is a hot potato, as Chief Minister Shinde's Shiv Sena is wary of handing over key ministries to the NCP, who has been their political rivals for decades. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, with the latest news break, cutting across to Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai Bureau Chief. Sahil, pulling you in, very interesting with what's really going on in Maharashtra, and understandably so, because you have at one end Ajit Pawar faction wanting the finance ministry, you have Eknath Shinde wanting the finance ministry, Devendra Fadnavis who holds the finance ministry.
Well, the finance ministry becomes very key because if you remember, Preeti, at the same time last year when we had discussion on your show, you remember Shinde camp MLAs had made a claim for the revolt. I mean, why did they do this particular revolt? It's basically they had claimed that it was Ajit Pawar, being a finance minister, was being partial towards the NCP MLAs, and that's what had got the Shiv Sena MLAs and the Shiv Sena party's future in the danger, because despite being the part of the government, they were not getting the required funds from the finance ministry the way they were expecting. And Ajit Pawar was being biased about it. He was helping the NCP MLAs and trying to build the party, against the Shiv Sena's interest. And now, if Ajit Pawar is, putting a claim on the finance ministry again, that has become the bone of contention, and the Shiv Sena MLAs are saying that this may create a problem, and they express their feelings to Eknath Shinde, and after that the portfolio distribution, which was supposed to happen immediately after the first cabinet meeting of this three-party government, has been postponed now. Shinde and Fadnavis right now in Nagpur, and they are discussing the nitty-gritties of it. The NCP has made claim on certain ministries, specifically the finance and planning. The second important ministry is the cooperative ministry. The cooperative sector is, the cooperation sector is one of the big sectors in which NCP leaders have hold, and Ajit Pawar would like to retain that particular ministry with him to keep his flock together, because right now he has to do this bitter battle with his uncle Sharad Pawar, and that's why he needs that particular ministry. He also has demanded irrigation, because that is the ministry under which the BJP had claimed that there was a big scam in Maharashtra when Ajit Pawar was holding this particular portfolio, and during the Congress NCP government's time, they had made a claim that 70,000 crore scam had happened in the irrigation, 70,000 crore worth rupees irrigation scam. So that irrigation ministry is also very important for Ajit Pawar, which he has put a demand of. The power ministry has also been demanded by the NCP. So these are the key portfolios which the NCP is demanding at this point of time. And some of the ministries, most of the ministries are at this point of time with the BJP, and they will have to get rid of some. But Shiv Sena has its own say about it. I mean, they don't mind if BJP keeps the finance ministry, but they don't want Ajit Pawar or the NCP to hold that particular ministry. So that is going to be the key, and that is what exactly is the problem happening at this point of time.
All right, Sahil, we're going to come back to you. Dramatic developments taking place where ministries are concerned. Of course, the numbers will be cleared tomorrow. Moreover, you have Sharad Pawar, who spoke to Sahil a short while ago, not smiling as much, very angry, tearing into his nephew, saying, do not use my legacy, not my picture, not my name. All of that, we're going to keep breaking it down, but cutting across to news break that is coming in right now from the state of Madhya Pradesh. All right, the latest news break coming in. There seems to have been another urination horror, this time coming in from Madhya Pradesh. Massive uproar over a man urinating on a labourer in Madhya Pradesh. Alleged BJP youth wing member seen urinating on another man, despicable at that. The Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has stepped in, vowing to impose the NSA Act against the accused. The accused in question is a BJP youth wing member. I want to cut across immediately right now to my colleague Hemendra, who's going to take us through this nauseating news break that is coming in. Hemendra, it's nauseating to see these visuals. This man is a BJP youth wing worker the onus also lies on the Chief Minister, which he seems to be taking seriously and going to invoke the strictest NSA Act against this despicable man.
Well, Preeti, the man who is seen in this video who's urinating has been identified as Pravesh Shukla. He's allegedly a member of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha and also the local representative of the local BJP MLA Kedar Shukla. And the person on whom he is urinating on has been identified as one tribal, Pale Kol. He's a resident of a village which is about 20 kilometers from Sidi. And the Chief Minister has, through a tweet, said that he's going to take action against this man Shukla only after the Congress party raised this issue and made a hue and cry out of it. The entire leadership of the Congress party came out in the open saying that this is the way they are treating tribals. The police initially said that they haven't received any complaint from Pale Kol, but once this pressure mounted, the police went to Pale Kol's house. He is terrified. He has been brought to the police station, Behri police station, where this police FIR has been registered. He's still terrified. He's not able to tell what exactly happened, how it all happened. But this man has been booked, and the Chief Minister has said that NSA proceedings would be initiated against him. And the former Chief Minister of the state, Mr. Kamal Nath, he has said that strong action should be taken against him. And the fact that this has been done against a tribal is deplorable.
These are shocking visuals that are coming in. The man in question goes by the name of Pravesh Shukla. He's accused of urinating on a Dalit man. It's really not about an identity or Dalit or the fact that he's a laborer. If this man can do what he did, he's a BJP youth wing leader is what we have been given to understand. Strong action expected right now from the Chief Minister. At least the Chief Minister has immediately reacted and said that he's going to go ahead and slap Pravesh Shukla, the man on the television screen, with the NSA Act. I want to once again bring in Hemendra. Hemendra, where exactly is this despicable man, Pravesh Shukla?
I think Pravesh Shukla is also somewhere in Sidi only. I tried getting in touch with him. He didn't take my telephone call. In fact, he's not taking anyone's call. I spoke to Kedar Shukla. Kedar Shukla initially feigned ignorance. Then, realizing the severity of the seriousness of the matter, he said that he has nothing to do with him. But there are pictures, there are hoardings, everything that have come out. He has been photographed with Kedar Shukla, and this is not the first time that he has tortured tribals over there. There have been several complaints against him in the past as well. He's known for his hooliganism, but because he's from the ruling party, no action had been initiated against him in the past. But this time around, as you said, this is so shocking. As pressure mounted on the Chief Minister has announced that NSA proceedings would be initiated against him, but it would be really interesting to know whether a bulldozer, because Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan often says that anyone who commits crimes against the downtrodden in Madhya Pradesh, against women and children, their houses would be bulldozed. It would be interesting to see whether the bulldozer of Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan would go to the house of Pravesh Shukla, because he is allegedly a Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha member. If you go to Truecaller, his name is registered as BJYM Pravesh Shukla, but the BJP at the moment is saying they have nothing to do with him. The BJYM is also saying they have nothing to do with him, but his pictures and photographs with Kedar Shukla, calling himself as his representative, they are out in the open.
All right, stay with me. I'm going to quickly cut across political reactions coming in. I have Tarun Shukla from the local Congress unit of Madhya Pradesh. Mr. Shukla, Tarun Bhanot is who we have right now on the phone line, local Congress unit, Madhya Pradesh. Mr. Bhanot, understandably, the Congress is going to go to town with this. Instead of politicizing it, what else is the Congress going to do?
No, really, this is not a political issue for us. But it's a political issue for the BJP. Now they are denying that that chap who did this is not their member. And that same thing has happened just 10 days prior in my constituency itself, where a Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, who was a Mahamantri here with them, General Secretary, he shot dead a girl in his office. There were no bulldozers to be seen anywhere. And when anything such happens, BJP always goes on a denial mode. Whatever good happens, they want to take credit of it. Whatever bad happens, whatever goons of BJP are doing here in Madhya Pradesh, they always deny that he's not a member. When it is on the social media, It's proven that he is a Bharatiya Janata Party Yuva Morcha General Secretary. He is also representative of the local MLA there. I'm also a member of Assembly from Jabalpur. But this is something which BJP has got a bad habit of doing. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, says about something and it's all opposite is happening here in Madhya Pradesh.
Joining me is Ms. Shobha Oza as well from the Congress. Ms. Oza, the fact is the Chief Minister has stepped in. He's saying the strongest action will be taken against this despicable man. He's even attempting to slap the NSA against him.
This is not the first incident. You would have a number of such incidents in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh has become a hub of goons, and people from the ruling party, the BJP, who are associated with them, for them no law exists in Madhya Pradesh because we have a jungle rat in Madhya Pradesh, because these people know very well they can do anything and get away with it without a scratch on them. And as far as the Chief Minister's tweet is concerned, action should have been taken by now. We will take this action, we'll take that action, but nothing happens. Tomorrow this man will walk scot-free without any punishment. That's for sure what we know in Madhya Pradesh. And in Madhya Pradesh, there's no fear of law. This clearly shows that what type of a treatment BJP office bearers deal with poor people or people from the OBC backward SC class. This is what we see off and on in Madhya Pradesh, and nothing happens. Like they go scot-free doing all these nasty things. This is horrifying and this is shameful. And if the CM was serious about it, by this time the action should have been taken on this behavior. That behavior of this.
All right, Ms. Oza, appreciate you joining us. We're going to leave our viewers with these visuals, despicable, but trust us to keep following the story. Hemendra, my colleague on ground, tracking the developments there. What will come of this man on your television screen? We are going to stay with this story. He has urinated on a labourer who's a Dalit. Absolutely no respect. The Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh says that he's going to slap the NSA against him. This man seems to be, at least right now, a BJP youth wing leader.